I, 32M, have been working overseas as an engineer for the last 6 years. I'm from a traditional family in a small town. My younger brother Raj, 28M, has always been the golden child. My parents paid for his business degree. I paid for my own education through loans and hard work. 3 years ago, I married Priya, 29F, through an arranged marriage. She was beautiful, smart, and seemed kind. We had a long-distance marriage. I would send money home every month, $3,000 to build our future. I bought a house in my name. I put it in a trust for our family. I trusted everyone. I came home for Christmas last year, unannounced. I wanted to surprise Priya. When I walked into my house, I found her in bed with my brother Raj. They didn't even hear me at first. I stood in the doorway for what felt like an eternity. Then Raj saw me. He didn't look guilty. He looked annoyed, like I had interrupted something. Priya just pulled the sheets up and said, "You weren't supposed to be here." I lost it. I punched Raj twice. He ran out half naked. Priya started crying. Not apologizing, crying because I had ruined everything. I called my parents. My parents came over. I thought they would support me. I was wrong. My mother said, "You are never here. What did you expect? A wife needs companionship." My father said, "Raj has made a mistake, but he is your brother. Priya is a good girl. You should forgive them both." I said, "Forgive? She cheated with my brother in my house." My mother then dropped the bomb. "Actually, Raj and Priya have been together for almost 2 years, since before you even married her. They were in love, but we convinced Priya to marry you because you had more money and could support the family." I felt like the ground opened up. They had used me, all of them, my parents, my brother, my wife. I was just an ATM. I told them I wanted a divorce. I wanted my house. I wanted my money back that I had sent for renovations. My father laughed. "The house is in the family trust. And you signed papers when you left for overseas giving your mother power of attorney. We transferred everything to Raj's name last month. You own nothing." I checked. It was true. My own mother had forged some documents, but because I had signed a general power of attorney for emergencies, it was technically legal in our country's corrupt system. Priya filed for divorce and demanded alimony. My parents paid for her lawyer. The court gave her 40% of my overseas earnings for the next 5 years. Within 3 months, my parents officially married Priya to Raj. They had a big wedding. I saw the photos on Facebook. My mother was smiling. My father gave a speech about true love. I was blocked by everyone. I went back overseas. I was broken. Couldn't eat. Couldn't sleep. I thought about ending everything. Then one night I had a realization. I didn't lose because I was weak. I lost because I was honest and they were snakes. So I decided to stop being the victim. I spent 6 months planning. Here is what I did step by step. Step 1, the paper trail. I hired a private investigator in my home country. I found out that my mother's power of attorney was filed incorrectly. The notary was a friend of my father's. I documented everything. I also found out that Raj's successful business was a front. He was $200,000 in debt to loan sharks. My parents had used my house as collateral for his loans without telling me. Step 2, the money. I stopped sending any money home. Priya's alimony was based on my income from 2 years ago. I legally restructured my overseas contract. I became a consultant for a new company I created in a different country. On paper, my income dropped to 0. The court tried to enforce the alimony. They couldn't find any assets in my name. Step 3, the house. I found the original trust documents. My name was still on them, barely. I flew back secretly. I went to a different lawyer, one who hated my family's lawyer. We filed a lawsuit claiming fraud and forgery. The case made it to court. My mother cried on the stand. The judge didn't believe her. The house was returned to me. Step 4, the loan sharks. I didn't touch the loan sharks. I just told them anonymously that Raj had sold the house, he thought he owned it, and had the cash. The loan sharks came looking. Raj ran. He's now living in a different city, hiding. Priya went with him. My parents sold their own house to pay off some of the debt. Step 5. The final blow. I sent a certified letter to every relative, every family friend, and every neighbor in our hometown. It had screenshots of the court documents, the PI's photos of the affair, and my mother's forged signatures. I titled it, How My Family Sold Me for Money. My parents are now social pariahs. Their friends don't talk to them. Our extended family has disowned them. I have my house back. I rent it out to a nice family. I live overseas full-time now. I'm in therapy. I'm not dating yet, but I'm healing. Priya tried to call me last week from a new number. She was crying, saying Raj had hit her, that she made a mistake, that she still loved me. I laughed. I actually laughed out loud. Then I said, "You should have thought about that before you climbed into bed with my brother." I hung up. I blocked her. My mother sent me an email yesterday. "How could you do this to family?" I replied, "Family doesn't steal. Family doesn't lie. Family doesn't cheat. You taught me that. I just learned the hard way." I haven't heard from them since. Update: 1 week later, Raj was arrested for fraud last night. Apparently, his business also involved some illegal money laundering. I had nothing to do with that. But karma is real. I'm drinking coffee on my balcony overlooking the ocean. For the first time in years, I feel peace. Not forgiveness, just peace. Top comments. You/justice boner. You didn't get revenge. You got justice. There's a difference. Respect. You/survived infidelity. The part where you sent the letter to every relative?
Chef esquisse.
Absolute legend. You/not your ATM 69. Loan sharks in jail? Raj is having a rough year. And I don't feel bad at all. You/wary wife. I usually hate revenge stories, but your parents and brother literally robbed you and sold you out. They deserved worse. You/throw in the audacity of your mother to ask, "How could you do this to family?"
Mom.